Here are two kinds of people watching this. Some of you have been thinking about moving to Claude for months, but you still haven't done it because you don't want to lose everything you built inside of ChatGPT. Others already made the jump. You're still in Claude, but you're quietly waiting for it to feel as good as Chat did. It's the same problem, but with different symptoms. Everything you built lives somewhere else. There's a fix, and it takes about 5 minutes. At the end of this, though, I'm going to tell you why I didn't use it and why some of you shouldn't either. Here's what I hear over and over again in my group. Somebody tried Claude because they saw the hype. They use it for a few days, but they go right back to Chat. And the reason is always some version of, it just doesn't know me like Chat does. And that's a fair complaint, but it's also not a Claude problem. You've spent a year training ChatGPT. You told it how you write. You told it about your market, your clients, the way you talk to a nervous seller. Then you opened a brand new tool and expected it to show up already knowing all of that. It didn't, and that's because you left all that information behind. Until recently, this was a real trap. Now it isn't. Claude has a memory import built right into it. You don't retype anything. Claude hands you a prompt. You run that prompt over in ChatGPT. ChatGPT writes out everything it knows about you, and you paste that back into Claude. So let's give it a shot. You're going to go into Claude and click on Customize. In Settings, once you're in Settings, you'll move down to Capabilities. And what you're looking for is memory, and specifically this section that says Import Memory from other AI providers. Just a note, if you're on your desktop Claude, it may look slightly different, or if you have a different version of Claude, it may look slightly different. It's okay. This is what you're looking for, though, is memory, and then import memory from other AI providers. You simply click on the Start Import button. Claude gives you a prompt to copy and paste into Chat. Let's do just that. We're going to hit copy. Then we're going to move over to ChatGPT, and then we're going to paste in our prompt. Nothing to fill in, nothing else to add. Just click go. So from there, it's 4 steps. Claude gives you the prompt. You open ChatGPT and paste it in like we just did. And then ChatGPT generates a summary of everything it has stored about you. You copy that, come back to Claude, and then paste right where it tells you, paste results below to add to Claude's memory. That's the whole thing. It's not instant. Claude processes this in the background and can take up to 24 hours to show up. So don't paste it in, ask a question 30 seconds later, and decide it didn't work. Second, Anthropic calls this feature experimental. Their own documentation says Claude may not pick up everything you send over. So go back into your memory settings the next day and actually read what landed. Here's the part that matters for us specifically. Claude's memory is built around work context. Their docs are direct about that. Some personal details may not survive the trip, but the work material does. Your market, how you write, the kind of clients you serve, your process. For an agent, that's the part you actually wanted anyway. One warning, whatever you paste is going into your memory. If ChatGPT knows your client names, your numbers, your deal specific, that's how sitting in a sexton. Read the output before you paste it and delete anything you wouldn't want surfacing in a random conversation later. Now here's the part that I did a little different. Basically, I didn't import my memory from Chat to Claude, and I want to tell you exactly why. That option didn't exist when I first started using Claude. I'd been working in Claude for about a year before this feature was available, mostly for writing. I spent that year getting the voice right, and an import doesn't replace your memory, it stacks on top of it. So I'd have been dropping a year of old ChatGPT context onto something I had already tuned. I wasn't willing to muddy that. So my actual advice is if you're new to Claude or you tried it and it felt cold, use the import. It removes the exact reason you bounced. If you already have something working in Claude and you like how it sounds, leave it alone. You're not missing out. You'd be adding noise to something that's already clean. And one last thing, importing your memory fixes one problem. It doesn't fix the other. The other reason people bounce off of Claude is they use it exactly the way they use ChatGPT. Same habits, same prompts, same expectations. These are different tools. And if you drive one like the other, you're going to be disappointed no matter how much context you bring with you. That's a whole separate video. It's actually the next one in the series. If this was useful, subscribe. I'm putting one of these out every week, working through the whole move to Claude step by step. Real workflows, not theory. And if you want to go deeper, I run a free Facebook group called AI Prompts for Real Estate Professionals. The link's in the description. Come ask any questions.